Hey guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your number one health and wellness cheerleader. And I know on the last segment I told y'all I will see you next season, but this is a bonus one because I didn't want to leave out this information. And that is, we're in fall and we are heading into some heavy celebration. You got Thanksgiving, which we all know that's a season or time frame that we all talk about what we are thankful for, which is the reason I'm out here in 50 something degree weather. One, it's just so gorgeous. I love seeing all the different colors on the trees, how God just does everything so effortlessly, letting you know it's time for a change. So before we jump into what I'm going to be talking about, I just want to let you all know, if you're new to the channel, I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit, your number one health and wellness cheerleader. And I'm jumping right into this, just giving y'all some simple tips and strategies so that you can stay on course. It's so easy to consume like 4,500 calories in a meal when you're hanging out with family and friends during the holidays. And believe it or not, that's what most people do during Thanksgiving. And I'm starting with Thanksgiving, and then you jump into Christmas and New Year's. But the strategies that I'll be sharing with you all, you can use them during any holiday and throughout the year. So let's stick with Thanksgiving. We come together, and the reason we come together because we haven't seen our family in a long time. Sometimes, you see more family members on a daily basis more than you do others. But when we all get together, that's when we start doing all of this falling off the wagon crap, eating 4,500 calories in a meal, and then y'all got all this tryptophan running through your blood. That's when y'all see everybody fall off, and they sleep for an hour to 2 hours or something like that. So this is why these tips are so important. And like I said, they're good for Thanksgiving and all the holidays that follow, and then you can use them daily. All right, so let's jump into it. So we want to talk about being grateful and not being stuffed. How do you do that during Thanksgiving? Because like I said, you're hanging around a bunch of your family, your friends. You ain't seen them in all year. Sometimes that is the case. And then in others, you haven't seen them in years. So this is what you can do so you can stay on your health and wellness journey. You see what I'm doing? The first tip is go for a walk. Flip the script. Change things up. Everything doesn't have to be what somebody else set the standards of what's traditional. This is your family, this is your health, and this is your life. So, first thing is, most people don't eat until around 4 o'clock. So you can get your walk in, and time has went back on the, let's see, 4, 5, the 2nd of November. So you've had some time to get adjusted to the weather, and around 5:30 exactly, it's super dark. So if you all come out here and you get walking now, it's 9 o'clock now because I wanted it to be a little warm. So it's in the 50s, but it's not in the high. It's mid 50s. You got to make things work, and you got to be honest with yourself. What are you willing to do? So get some of your family members together, whoever's not cooking, and y'all come out here and y'all go for a walk. Get some of your family members together and y'all come out here and you go for a walk. You can walk 15 minutes before your meal and you can walk 15 minutes after your meal. And another one is to stay hydrated. You know, you could get 300 to 600 calories because people drink during the holidays and they drink a lot. Don't get all your calories from alcohol. And then you're trying to figure out why your stomach is all bloated. Stop drinking. If you want to drink, pretend you're drinking. Do a mocktail. You could do some cranberry, so you could do some mints. You could do some salsa water and put it in a fancy glass. That's 0 calories. And put an olive in it if you want to. Just cut the sugar out. Cut the processed foods out. All right? So our next one, and you got to stay hydrated throughout the day. I don't mean like 1 or 2 times you drinking some water. When you get up in the morning time, drink about 4 to 8 ounces of water immediately to hydrate your body. The night before, make sure you are drinking 4 to 8 ounces of water before you lay down. Or 2 to 3 hours before you lay down, because you don't want your sleep to be interrupted because your body needs to release the water that you just gave it. But you want to stay hydrated. Don't go to bed dehydrated. That's how you wake up all stiff and puffy and just cranky. And that's why I'm telling you to drink water when you get up. Then cut out the sugars, do your mocktails. Want to go for a walk? You know what we do? Here's another tip. We literally play games. I don't care what it is, because my family is no different than yours. You know, I don't see my family on a regular basis. Some of them I do, and then some of them I don't. And most of them I don't. So we're super excited. So we do play games. You can play games that's going to make you all move around. You know, look at the games that are the most popular. That one that's the most popular, what is 1 in 1,000 or something like that? 1 in a million. It's got... you got to play these like 1-minute games or something like that, and teams, and you don't have to be the first, but you just can't be the last. You could do something simple like that. You can do basic stuff because y'all gonna have children there. You can do, what is that chair thingy. You put the chairs one forward, one backwards, and you go around the chairs. You play the music. Hot potato, I don't know what you call it because I haven't done it in a while, but that's why I don't remember the name of it, but I see the kids doing it. And then there's another one that you can play where you can do like relay racing, but I mean, you're literally playing different games, but you gotta do, even if it's something, that was one of the games that was in there, the newest game. I don't know why I can't think of it, and I know I'm saying it backwards, but look it up. They have pieces that you got to put together, a puzzle or something simple, but it's one table, one team is on one side of the room, one team is on the other, and you got to race across back and forth with your pieces and all this stuff. And it was the dominoes, and you have to stack them up on this little railing. Then once everybody gets their domino piece up, the last person gets to hit it, and it has to literally fall like a domino. And if it doesn't, guess what? You got to start again. You know how fun that is for people? Come on, guys. Let's use our brain. Let's keep it hydrated so we can think of fun things like this. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so the next one is going to be food swaps. I'm not telling you all to change nothing that you actually like doing. I mean, come on, that's going to be kind of gross. You're at a function and you want to pop out all of your little healthy little carrots and all that junk. I'm not telling you to go to that extreme. You could do that during the week. But what I am saying is not to get off course when you're hanging out with your family and your friends and the holidays. Just do a bunch of food swaps. Do you know that you can do cauliflower mash and it'll taste just like mashed potatoes, but it's cauliflower? You just take a whole head of cauliflower, you steam it until it's like super tender. You mash it up like you would mash a potato, and you dress it up just like you would dress up a regular potato. The only thing is cauliflower. And instead of using butter, use ghee. Ghee is butter, GHEE. It is butter, but it's grass fed. It's not with all of the cholesterol clogging products that they put in there. You know that you could take a sweet potato, a baked sweet potato, instead of candied yams. Because guess what? People use the yams from the can. That's why they call it candied yams. It's canned and it's with all the syrup, and they keep the syrup. And remember the last time I was talking to you all of that stuff that can last on the shelf until the apocalypse. That's so the food in the can won't go bad. But just because the food in the can doesn't go bad does not mean it's good for your body. So take a sweet potato, baked, and it only takes 45 minutes. Take it, wash it, get all the dirt off of it, poke some holes in it, wrap it up in some aluminum foil. You either stick it in your oven or you stick it on the grill. Depending on what kind of grill you have, you can literally stick it on the grill. 45 minutes later, you got sweet potatoes. You can take that sweet potato, you can put some ghee in it, and then you can, and most people don't like savory. So when I say savory, I'm talking you got salt, pepper on it and things like that. Or like I take the Chipotle chicken and I stick it in mine. So I like mine either savory or sweet, but I can go with savory any time of the day. And don't knock it till you try. I mean, literally, Chipotle chicken cut up inside your sweet potato with a little bit of ghee, salt, and pepper. Chef's kiss. But if you're like, I don't want mine savory, take that sweet potato, baked sweet potato, and you put some ghee in it, and you take some maple syrup and you drizzle it over it. Not pour it on, drizzle on. Guys, I'm going to give you a list of some things that you can do, and I'm also going to give you the list of the swap outs. It's not hard. You just got to think about it. Where can I cut out 4,000 calories easily, but still have the same look-alike? That's what we're doing. We're doing look-alike meals so I can stay healthy. Your life is your responsibility, not your family members. So they're going to cook in that lard. They're going to cook in bacon fat back, whatever you call it. That ain't good for your body. And I meant to say that ain't. It's not good for your body. And since I'm responsible for my body, I'm going to treat my body as such. All right, got a couple more for you, and then we're going to wrap it up, because I need you all to have a safe, happy, beautiful, gorgeous, prosperous Thanksgiving and beyond. I know when we go to, why we do this, I don't know. But maybe it's because we haven't seen each other in a while. And not only have you not seen your family members in a while, you haven't even gone out. So you don't have to start doing dates with yourself or dates with your spouse. But you all need to start getting out. But I got it. Now that I'm talking it out, is why a lot of times you go into your family member's house all dressed up. Sometimes y'all are not going out to a venue. You're literally going to the family member's house that has the most open space, the one that can accommodate everyone easily so everybody can see each other. We're not all in separate rooms because somebody got the space, but they don't have an open concept. Everybody's all crowded in eight or seven rooms. Let's go to the person that has the open space concept, but we haven't seen each other in a while. This don't have to be a competition, but if you want to dress up, dress up. However, keep in mind what I'm about to say. When I say do some exercises, if you can't walk now, remember I told y'all there's going to be some people that somebody got to stay in the house and cook. And not everybody is going to want to cater. I don't know why, but think about it. Don't be the one cooking if you're the one that's easily stressed out. So you don't want to be stressed out. You don't want to be overstuffed. You don't want to be in a position where things are just not falling in place because you overdoing it. So if you don't want to get stressed out easily, bring something. Don't be in the kitchen cooking. They know you can cook it at home and bring it and let them warm it up when you get there. But I do want to jump into some easy exercises. Even though you might be the one that's in the kitchen cooking, you can march in place for 30 seconds. You can do some wall push-ups. You can do some squats. You can do some lunges. You can do some waist twists. Just think about it. What can you do that's easy, that won't take away from your fun? You got me? So you might not be able to go out and walk, but if you leading up the kitchen cooking, okay, I am the lead chef, which means everybody's going to be looking to you. What you need us to do, where you need me to set the table at, and do this. All right, after you you make it fun. After you set the table, you got to do some push-ups, or on the wall, or some lunges, something. Just don't make it business as usual. Let's just have some fun. Y'all know you are the author, the CEO of your life, which I call the ship. And once it gets going, you're the one making you have the results that you're having. No one else but you. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap this up. And I do want to remind you guys that Thanksgiving is about gratitude, not guilt. Enjoy your favorites. I'm not telling you to not enjoy them, but I'm telling you to have some kind of balance when you have, because if you have too many of your favorites, I already told you, you're tipping the scale at over 4,500 calories. $4,500 calories in one setting. So let's have some balance. Let's have some fun. We don't want no guilt after we did. And some of y'all, I almost forgot this. You don't go to one house. You going to like 3 or 4 houses. And you eating. You don't have to eat. Take you some fiber, 16 ounces of water before you go to anybody's house. You don't want to take the fiber, because I don't know if you've been taking it, how you feel. Take half of what you normally take, so you won't get bloated, or say it goes through your system a lot sooner than you want. You know what I'm saying? Take it a little earlier. Or what you can do is you can have you a light meal before you go. You want to make sure that you're taking these tips and these strategies and you're consuming them where it's having you to come out on top. It's having you to be a happy, healthier, vibrant person, and not all stuffed and sleeping on somebody's sofa. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? After people eat, they go to sleep. You got too much going on. That's not what we're trying to do here. All right, so have some fun. Take these strategies, implement what you know you can easily remember, or print out the information. That's why I'll be giving you all this information. Print it out. Don't try to remember everything. Print it out. Take it with you. Get some family members on board. You are not the only one that's trying to be healthy. And sometimes out of habit and tradition is why stuff keeps going the way it's going. Well, we usually have turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. And look, I haven't even named any vegetables. That's how much tradition that we have across the United States have been consuming food. So just as many carbohydrates, you need to have that in vegetables. But I'm going to wrap this up real quick, but here's another and my last little trick tip. Eat your vegetables first. You coat your stomach, you give it the fiber that it needs so that your food digests slower. You won't get a bloated stomach. You definitely won't get sleepy. Then eat your protein of choice. Like we do duck, we do turkey. None of us like ham. Can you believe that? None of us like ham. So we do not do ham. They'll do oxtail, whatever. Whatever your protein of choice. And then whatever that special carb is, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, cornbread. You know, you can take your cornbread dressing, because I know a lot of y'all make cornbread dressing, and you can make it with quinoa. Yeah, you can. It's not that people are not doing what I'm saying. Sometimes you just haven't been exposed to it. Now you've been exposed to it. It's just like the word of God. You can't undo somebody giving you the opportunity to give your life to Christ. You just can't. You can't undo all of these tips and strategies that I've been providing to you all. You just can't. But what you can do is pick one or two and implement them, and do it ahead of time. Don't wait until the day of, because I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get God. You're going to walk into wherever house that you're supposed to be going to, and you're going to smell them cookies, cakes, pies, yams, whatever it is your childhood favorites are. It's going to be game over. So if you practice this stuff ahead of time, you'll be ahead of the game. And I'm not laughing because I'm in the same boat with you all. That's why I'm telling you all of these little strategies and these tips. I don't have time to go over to nobody's house and mess up what I got going on. So I said this was the last one. Two more. Y'all can handle two more. All right. Take you a container that's already designed for portion control. Put your food in there, and then go get one of their little fancy plates. Take what you put in your portion control plate, put on the fancy plate. You don't have to look different than everybody else. You just gotta control what you're doing while you with everybody else. Take you another container, and or the one that you did, and they both should be meal replacement little containers. Put you some leftovers in, take that bad boy home. 1 or 2 days, and that's all the leftovers that you're gonna be willing to eat. So y'all could do this until next season. For real. Next season. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.